Welcome, friends. Welcome to the foothills of the Smokies. Another chapter of As the Ridge Turns. Now you can see fall's coming in. First day of fall was last Thursday. And hits are coming in. A cold front come in here. And you can see everything changing. And them animals knows it too. The hummingbirds has been gone for a couple of weeks. The skunks are coming back in. The owls have left the cedars and back to the woods. And these bobcats are on the move. They took the pond from the country. They raided that pond. Got a lot of pictures this week that are moving around real good. So I hope y'all doing good. Sit down, relax, and let's see what our friends has been up to as the ridge turns. Well, out on the ridge trail, the fawn are doing real good. They're still doing real good. Traveling around everywhere. And they don't mind these cameras they growed up with. They're only about 5 months old. And they travel around all day and all night. All in mommy. They're about grown. Here's old Yeller. He's doing some more serious hunting. Now here I filmed him just to play him. Just to play him. Still a little old house cat, ain't he? But he's learned to live in the wild. And down in the fields, all I filmed was an old thrasher moving around. Gonna have to move them cameras. And up on the ridge top, there's an old groundhog. Must be making him a new home up under the rocks on top of that ridge. And there's old Yeller again. He's all over the place. But he's doing good and hanging in there. And these old little ground squirrels, they getting their piece of them acorns too. Because these acorns are dropping everywhere. Pretty little animals. And the old groundhog, he likes these acorns too. I noticed him eating on them. I thought he'd stay in the fields and the grass and the weeds, but no, he likes these acorns too. He's fattening up for winter. And here the little twins, they're still doing good. Catch them here and there on these cameras. All along this ridge. Back here at the pond, they even catch them at the pond. Eating all this shrubbery, picking around, all the time. Ponds are drying up. We don't get some rain. Now, look here. I thought this was a house cat. But right here's a dead giveaway. Look at the back of that ear. It's white. That's bobcat. And here it is. They just come into this pond. The whole family did. Studying around. They run everything else off though. They doing some hunting. They getting them some frogs, rabbits, squirrels, whatever they can get. Watch. Doing some hunting. Now look here. They've got a squirrel. I hate to see that, but that's just part of nature. If he ain't getting it, a hawk is. But that's just part of nature. Now back up here at the Rock Motel, all I filmed today was old Mr. Groundhog coming and going. And he's fattening up. And there's old Socks, looks like, up on the ridge. I'm surprised he's hanging in there. And the old turkey late in the evening, they love these acorns, that's for sure. Just before they go to roost. These old does, they still eating on them acorns. Didn't film no big bucks this week. I know they're here. They don't get in front of these cameras, but they will. Up on the game trails. Now here the old skunks are coming back. This looks like Flash down there in the cedars. Didn't film no owls, but I filmed a skunk coming back. You can tell that old tail there. One looks like lightning and one looks like Flash. Time will tell. They're on the move again. Now that looks like Flash, that big wide white stripe. Just moseying around the trails. There he is down in the rocks. So I hope they're moving, coming back in. They're on the move anyway. There's no coyote. He's smelling around where these animals has been. That ain't nothing but trouble right there. He meet this bobcat. That bobcat's as big as he is. But the old coons are out making their rounds. Gotta check out these cameras too. I'm here. This is my ridge. Marking my spot too. Mr. Possum, he don't care. He's got things to do. Get out of his way. There's the Rock Hotel. I know them possums is using that rock, but I haven't seen the babies. No coon coming through there. And here's some coons coming from the Rock Motel. They left the porch light on. I guess the possum turned it off for them. Ha! The old deer moseying through these dark woods. The old coons, we know where they're headed. They always work their way that way, towards the pond. Well, they're there. They're at the pond. But they don't act right. Like they're real skittish. They ain't having a good time, like they're just watching around. Well, here's the reason why. Those bobcats are still there. Look at him. He's right in the camera. Cat's eye right there. And they got the whole family running around. There's 2 or 3 of them here running through these weeds. That's Mommy and her babies, I'd say. But they move on. About daylight, coons come back in. They start foraging around this old pond. And the little fawn's out running around picking them acorns again. He's even up the Rock Motel, grounding around, visiting. Visiting old Mr. Groundhog. And there he is, up making his rounds for the day. But it's the little squirrels' time. They work hard all day long. The nuts are everywhere, and they're really having a good time at it. Slowly but surely they're working at it. Beautiful little animals. They're still working on these ridge tops. They don't know where they want to hide them, or should they hide them. They're comical. They are so comical. But they're so relaxing to watch too. Well, that's just what stepped in front of the cameras this week. Didn't film no big bucks and didn't see no fox. But next week may be different. So thank you for watching. And God bless, and I'll see you next time.